And are now indicted in the deadly shooting at the Anchor Bar earlier this year. Both men pled not guilty today to second-degree murder, even though only one of them is believed to be the triggerman.
Authorities took their time with this case because both men have been in jail since the shooting. Freddie Dizon was gunned down in the Anchor Bar back in May. Dizon worked in the kitchen. News 4's Dave Graber has the latest on this case. Dave?
Well, police and prosecutors have finished their investigation. Witnesses are standing by to testify, and this case is ready to go to trial. Those are the words of the DA's top homicide attorney, who unsealed those indictments this morning against the two men charged with killing Freddie Dizon at the iconic restaurant last May. This morning's announcement that Jorge Suarez and Gregory Ramos had been indicted by an Erie County grand jury on charges they killed Freddie Dizon last May wasn't all that surprising.
These individuals were known to law enforcement. They were suspects from the almost immediately thereafter.
Both men, Suarez in the green and Ramos in the orange, have been in jail since the killing, although each was picked up on separate charges. That means detectives and attorneys could take their time.
That gave the detectives a little bit of breathing room in which to make sure that every T was crossed and every I was dotted.
What was surprising about today's proceedings in county court was a request by Gregory Ramos about his attorney, Joseph Terranova, who represents him in another ongoing case.
I have a civil suit matter involving Mr. Terranova for a different case, so I would like to be reassigned.
Even as Terranova was trying to explain the matter to the judge, Ramos often shook his head, sighed visibly, even rolled his eyes.
What I view this as is a gentleman who has strong opinions as to how his cases should be handled.
Terranova expanded on that to the media after court.
There is nobody in Western New York who's handled more homicide cases than me. My concern today is that this gentleman have representation. If there's some issue later on where he's able to persuade another judge that I'm not the right attorney for him, then that'll happen. But for today's purposes, his comments were totally inappropriate and certainly not screened by me previously.
Well, while the DA declined to discuss a motive for this killing, I've spoken with family members of both Jorge Suarez and Freddie Dizon. They tell me this all started as an allegation that Suarez was abusing a child in Dizon's family. It then continued on his social media, even up to just hours before the shooting, and it ended with the murder of Freddie Dizon at one of Buffalo's most iconic spots. Reporting live in the studio, Dave Graber, News 4 at 6.